Alright, we've had 3 weeks of Etrian Odyssey, and I did do a little bit of the post-game stuff, and I saw the post-game dungeon and I went, alright, I kind of got to stream a little bit of this. Even if I don't do the whole thing, I got to at least show it off for another stream, but since, as I just said, it's been 3 whole weeks of Etrian Odyssey, I'm going to be doing a couple little things around and playing around with. The first one of those things is going to be Blueprints, which is a puzzle game that, honestly, I don't know if I'm actually going to finish. I have no idea how long it is, and I know that the puzzles get pretty in detail, so who the fuck knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. All I know is that it looked pretty fun. The idea behind it, which you will be seeing in a moment, but I kind of had this for a while. And oops, that's the old stream start. And I've just been kind of wanting to play this just to give it a shot. There's a bunch of other games that I want to stream too. So most of them being RPGs, but I said I wasn't going to stream an RPG next. So, aha, guess what? It's not, motherfuckers. It's a puzzle game. True. I'll throw somebody's Etrian characters up in sunglasses. And it will be Ziggy. Nah, it's going to be Wario, because Wario wins. Alright, so Blueprints. You know what? I won't spoil anything. It'll tell you in like the first 5 seconds anyway. So what's the point of me saying when the game will just show you what it is? Also, the name is a pun. Try figuring it out. It's not that hard. Or maybe I'll do whirlwinding glasses. Yeah, the Red Prince was kind of a standoffish character, so you know it's good we're going to meet his brother. Dogu Bomb presents Absolute Cinema in association with Raw Fury, a game by Tonda Ross. In a world where
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills
the volume high enough?
and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Monster Mansion.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Oh wow, it's a whole year old by that time.
Sinclair.
Blueprints. Okay. So this is the game, and just as it said, there is an entire house full of 46 rooms, and you got to figure out how to get to the 46th one. And the whole thing is just a bunch of puzzles, and every end of the day, I think the rooms shift around the entire house. So once you kind of have what you're supposed to, once you figure out a room, it's kind of RNG to see if you even get back to that room where you know how to get through it to try to find a new room that you haven't seen yet. Is from what I get from the gist of it. But we're gonna read it here, and I will. I don't know how high the volume was before. So if you couldn't hear it before, or if once background music does come back in again, just give me a heads up on the volume. Open only in the event of my death. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have been fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes, and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. I mean, clearly, like, the real thing isn't like trying to figure out where he gets the secret room from. The real thing is trying to figure out how he gets the whole goddamn house to shift around. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off of the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day, which honestly is kind of bullshit. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and I am uncertain of which lies beyond the particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert A. Sinclair. Although the upside is the fact that if the house is constantly shifting around, let's say I was following the game and I got hit by a certain set of puzzles, and I couldn't figure the puzzle out, well, if you wait till the next day, you might get different puzzles to try to figure things out. However, from what I understand, the bottom... Oh, yeah, it is cut off. Let me... There it is. One of the games I played before must have been slightly off. However, from what I understand... Sometimes you need certain rooms will give you clues to unlocking other rooms. So if you just don't find one of those rooms for a while, you just won't be able to solve some puzzles. So there is some annoyances with that. So like I said, tend to play this game a pretty good amount and get into it because I usually do for puzzle games. But it might end up one of those ones that's abandoned halfway through. But we shall see. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Entrance hall. Antechamber. And you can just call it a day. Okay. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. Also, I don't know if... There's not really that much going on in the background anyway, so I'll just put it up a little bit, but... Every time I step in a room, they keep nipping at my feet. There's Legos past every goddamn door. Select a room to draft. Oh, okay. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. 2 items in the closet. Or a hallway. So the bedroom will have 1 door out. Closet will be a dead end, but you get items. But hallway will open up the 2 areas, but you get nothing else. Whenever you enter this room... Alright, I guess we'll start off with a bedroom then. Greetings from Reddington. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's a way to, like, manipulate the thing. It doesn't look like there is. So if you find something, you're not just going to be looking at the back end and the top end and flipping it around. That looks like that could be a puzzle. But maybe it's a clue to one. Like I said, I only have like general idea of what the game is. Okay, the obvious thing in the room. Trunk is locked. Alright, I need a key to open that trunk. Okay, so this is kind of like a roguelike in the end, the way it works. You choose what room, what kind of room is next as you go from the next one. Okay. Guest bedroom. Pantry. Where's the pantry? And a lavatory. Pantry. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So... 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread. I wonder if that means I need to bring it there, or just remember that there's 5 of each, or 50 steps. No idea. Oh. I've got a banana. Oh, okay. So each food item gives a certain amount of extra steps. Okay. Anything else in these rooms? No. Nook storeroom, which would give me a key, a gem, and a coin. You know what? Let's do the storeroom then. Oh, look. It's a key. It's the tie. Alright. Grabbing our coins. Grabbing a key. Taking a gem. Now, the key I can use in that trunk that I just found in that first bedroom. However, this is a dead end, so I am going to have to go back to the start and open up new paths. Aha. A bluebird Wearing a blue swimsuit and a swimming cap. Okay. I do like the art style of the stuff in the room. Classic video gamey feel. Okay. And now I'm going to lose my steps. However, when I walk back into this room, I gain 2 whole steps back, suckers. Alright, let's open up the chest. Honestly, there's like some sounds in the background, but it could use more volume. Lockpick kit. Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Okay. So back at the beginning, now I've got 2 options. I got to make sure not to dead end myself again so fast. Lavatory, corridor, den. Den, because that gives a lot of stuff. Corridor is always left unlocked. So it could lock on me? Another gem. Got our goose. No, the time on the hands on the clock does move. And there's more chess pieces hanging around everywhere. Alright, well. A hallway. So let's see if I hit tab again. So far this is how I've mapped out the house. But this hallway doesn't actually lead into... Yeah, okay. So I do have to pay attention to what I move the doors into, because if they don't make sense, it doesn't make sense. I wonder if there's going to be sometimes you have to literally open it into itself. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So, doors on this side, I guess. I don't know if it counts as north or it just means like just on the west, or this is all sets of type, blueprint, rarity, commonplace, drafted one time. Well, Okay, so I do have to put just because I put a door here that had it didn't just open a door into that bedroom. A nook, a kitchen, or a guest bedroom. So I could do that for more food. Guest bedroom looks like to be at the dead end. Let's go for a nook. We get a key. The nook has a rook in it. Oh shit, I dead-ended myself. Alright, I have to make sure where I'm going from the entrance hall, otherwise I've already ruined myself. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventures, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will provide to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Gotcha. So, game is saying do it the hard way, bitch. But that's what I have chat for. Who needs a goddamn journal when I have chat? Also, I'm looking for something that opens from the top and has a hole to the left, I guess. How would I... Oh, you need gems to get certain special rooms. Okay. But even if I did do this, would this be flipped so this door would be touching up, and then this will be going to the left. So this would actually, so both of these would actually get me a major and a minor key. Huh, okay, that's funny. Yeah, let's get the music room. Yeah, let's see. Did that actually? Yes. It did flip it, so it did connect to the den. Perfect. You found a key to the secret garden. Now I need to find something that lets me go to the secret garden. And just a regular key. Denoted in denoted in verse. You know what? I'm going to do what the game suggested. Let me get my thing. I just said that I can use chat for this, but I can't depend on chat for this shit. Okay, so hanging out in one of my old computer bags, I have my 12-plus-year-old college notebook. Okay. I also have a bunch of old D&D shit scribbled in here. Lots of. Oh shit! I even have 3rd edition character sheets stuffed in this thing. Huh. Okay, let's open to unused virgin territory. All right, denoted inverse. I forget what the fuck this is called. Is this a treble clef? It might be. I don't remember. I don't think so. I'm probably wrong on that one. I don't fucking remember. I haven't done music in a long time. Oh my god, that was before college. So when it says denoted inverse, it could literally be saying like inverse. So the inverse of that note could be a possibility of what that actually means or something like that. Considering the title is Blueprints and it means blueprints. So something like that kind of wordplay instantly kind of like pops out. Alright, so as we're going on from now... Oh, damn. Herlock Sholmes left his shit here again. Okay, so I gotta make sure that I do not fuck up this next one if I can help it. I need something that goes straight through. Well, I think this is gonna end the run. Oh, good. It shows you how it connects. Okay, yeah. So because I don't have one that cuts through, this is it for day one. Rip. Okay, well, at least I know better now. Let's go into the parlor since it's over anyway. Let's see what this puzzle piece is. Wind-up key. A component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the old hams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no illusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests that you will be inclined to play with this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. No, shit. Hey, Dave. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay. So, I guess I'll mark down this is the parlor. The parlor had a parlor game key. And the 3 boxes puzzle in it. It's been pretty good. It was fine enough the last couple days. Bunch of streams I did for the last 3 weeks was Etrian Odyssey, but haven't really been doing too much outside of that. Parents were down, of course, because of Mother's Day. Although the washing machine is leaking, and I had to get a new one. So that will be here tomorrow. But besides that, not bad, except it keeps being overcast and cool, and I just want it to be, like, warm enough to open my goddamn windows. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3, earn an additional 1 in interest. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's the end of the day, and all this stuff has to be left here, so everything I've gotten now just doesn't matter. Okay, so one tells the truth, one tells a lie, and one box has a prize. Now, the question about this is, only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. It's not saying that the liar or the true one have the key in it, or they don't have the key. It's just saying one of them does. Only one. So, this box is the middle box. It clearly is not, so it's lying, assumably. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. Okay. All right. So, you can't assume that these ones are telling the truth or lying. This is the middle box. This is the middle box. The gems are in the middle box. So this could be the liar when it says the gems are in the middle box. It could just be lying because it's not. However, if this was the liar, that means one of these 2 would have to be telling the truth. But none of these can be the middle box because it's literally not the middle box. So this can't be lying then, right? Good deduction? So the gems are in fact in the middle box. However, that also raises the question. This is saying that this box is the middle box. So that means either this one or this one has to be truth or a liar. So this is the middle box. So if this is lying, then this is not the middle box. But that would mean this one is true, that this is the middle box. But then how do you determine which one is true and which one is false? Unless both are just lying, and this is just the true box, and that's a liar, and then Why would the neutral box say it? Is there, like, it's not like there's two liars. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. At least one. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. All right, so here's my guess. They're both lying. The gems are in the middle box. This is, in fact, the middle box. Yay! Now, unfortunately, the fact that I got these two gems but can't open any other doors means the day's over anyway. So, yeah, because I have nowhere else to go. I locked myself in a corner because I didn't know fully how it works, so call it a day. So I got the secret garden key. Was in the music room. Let me see if I can... Music room. Secret garden key. Alright, and then we're going to have to call it a day. Since I locked myself out. Call it. Okay, so now I kind of understand why it needs to reset at night. Because it's a roguelike with picking the doors, you can, in fact, just dead end yourself. Total rooms found 10, rank reached 3, steps taken 16, items found 3. Save and continue. Open only in the event of my... Okay, same thing as last time. So the vestibule will always have the same shtick. Okay, let's start by going up the middle this time and not dead-ending myself fast. Welp. Well, we'll start again going through a bedroom. Make sure that this route will always at least give me 2 extra steps. Chapel. Whenever you enter the chapel, lose a money. Yes. Haha, joke's on you. I ain't got no fucking money. Tie this, motherfuckers. There's a bishop in the church. There's going to be a puzzle that asks you about all the different chess pieces in these different rooms, huh? The nook has a rook. The bedroom had a pawn. Oh, no. These have to do with something, don't they, in the end? So, a chef angel is 2. And a... Okay, I'm writing this down. Because this... I have a feeling this is going to be something. There's no way there's a picture with a number on it that's not something in a puzzle game, okay? So, let's see. Broom Angel 5. Broom Angel is 5. Chef Angel is 2. Farmer is 3. God, my handwriting is awful. It's literally, I barely write in all these years anymore. I'll say riding angel, not like equestrian angel. Or crop angel? Riding crop? We'll just call it that. Riding crop angel is 6. Then we've got chimney sweep is 4. And then we've got garden, different from farmer. Garden angel is 1. And finally, we've got Sephiroth angel. No, I don't know. Paladin angel. Oh no, wait. Okay. It doesn't look exactly like it, but it makes me think of Avison. So I'm just gonna write Avison as 7. Okay. Alright, Avison Angel is 7. Which is kind of redundant. Nook. Yes, we want to turn to the left. Although, this gives us everywhere. And a gem, so we can get better rooms. Let's do that. Okay, so I kind of see how it's going. You need gems and money to do certain things. And then you also need to puzzle out the layout of the room to be able to choose what you do during the day. And if you don't have the resources, you might not be able to get to the rooms that you're looking for. Okay, I kind of understand more of what people have been... Like, I got, like, in passing. There's also a pawn here. Okay, so are all the clocks correct? I wonder if there's, like, clocks in other rooms that... Alright, so we can go left. If we do left, we'd have to, like, connect down, maybe. Or we could just make it keep going up, because this can connect into itself. So let's see if we can get a path that would open up the left. That would go down. Breaker box. Parlor. Okay, we'll do the parlor again. Because the parlor, let's see if the puzzle changed or is the same. Oh, okay, yep, it changed. Okay. The rules, I assume, did not. At least one. Okay, so you gotta remember there's two of these could be lying, 2 of them could be lying. Alright. You are in the parlor. I am, in fact, in the parlor. So, true. This box is empty. The blue box is true. Okay. So, this one's easy. All right. I am in the parlor. This is true. I am, in fact, in the parlor. The blue box is true. The blue box is true. I am, in fact, in the parlor. Which means that this is correct. So this is false. So the box is empty. It's not empty. It's got the gems in it. There we go. Easy. Okay. Utility closet for a breaker box. I don't know what we need to turn the power off for yet. Closet for items or drawing room. I need a gem. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room? Sure. I can't go up from the den anyway, so I might as well put this as an opening. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans. from which you must select one to draft. However, these are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay, so do I purchase it, or do I just get like a count of redraw? Hey, buddy. Or does this now, like, every time I get a choice of 3, there will always be a chance to reset? Okay, so I assume just because I opened the door, it now... While drafting in this... Alright, so when I'm leaving this room... Okay. I get you. Lavatory greenhouse. You are more likely to draw green rooms, but it is a dead end. Or the commissary. Considering I have a spot from the drawing room, I could dead end this if I wanted to. But I would need to get the music room to get the secret garden. Because if I assume the secret garden would be green. I don't have any money, so the commissary kind of doesn't matter. And the bathroom just kind of seems like a dead end, but assumably there's something in there that you would want, or a reason that you would want to go into the bathroom. Let's do greenhouse. Making this a dead end is fine. I have plenty of other space to move. Okay, so this looks like I'd put a lever in here to do something. So I need a lever for this greenhouse. Oh no, my Skyrim instincts are kicking in. I just want to pick it all. Five. Trees found blank inside. We will never shade. No, trees found blank inside will never shade. Unless that's just for holding the notes. Will never shade. The gems that shine. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away these sheets you find a worthy trade. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. So at night and when it rains, the gems shine. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away these sheets you find a worthy trade. So can I sell the sheets? No. Oh. Oh, okay. I gotta make sure I go over things. Shovel. It looks like it could be useful for digging. Alright, I gotta make sure I definitely hover over a lot more things. In case there's an actual, like, puzzle piece in there. Now, I know part of it is trying to find these things, but that could have used a little glow. Alright, we'll go from here. Gotta remember I can redraw the drawing room if I don't get, like, what I want. I'm at 45 steps, so I still got a bunch of good movement on me. The aquarium is every color of room. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Oh. This would block into the den, wouldn't matter. They'd also block that into the den. I could just corridor through. I could also redraw. Let's redraw. Ooh, a cloister. I can go anywhere in the cloister. It's going to force the nook into the thing. Yeah, I don't want 2 dead ends. We're cloistering it up. Oh, I need 3 gems. All right. And unfortunately, I can't just back up now. So I have to... All right, well, I guess we'll choose the breaker room. We'll find out what this is for. Danger. Tooling of breaker. Something. It's kind of hard to read that one. On off. Key card entry system. VAC indicators. Oh, this server's VAC protected. Gymnasium dark room. We can turn the lights on in the dark room. What? Garage. Alright. We're going to turn the power on the garage on. Cabinet. I wonder what happens if we turn any of these off. What happens if we turn the dark room off? VAC indicators. Assumably this is a puzzle. Alright, let's just turn all the VACs on. We can turn the keycard entry system off. Alright, this will probably be something. This will probably be something important later. Yeah, I never knew what VAC protected actually meant. I just assumed it was their like anti-cheat system or something. Okay, so I don't know what I technically just did, but hopefully it was good. Okay, so this is the den. We need the den to turn upwards if we can. I still can't go to the cloister. The nook. Does the nook turns up. Alright, good. Valve anti-cheat. Yeah, that I knew, because that also they put it. Like I said, I just assumed it was their anti-cheat, but I never knew exactly like I know there's some systems that like kind of tell you how their anti-cheat works, but I just assumed Valve's anti-cheat was just, yeah, whatever. Never knew if they actually had it working. This is just the one telling me to make a journal, which I kind of did. Okay. Lavatory is the dead end. Spare room. We can go up. But corridor will always be left unlocked, so sure. Yeah, I never played CSGO, just Team Fortress 2. Which honestly was really fun. I need to do again at some time. I did a while ago. I'll play it a little bit of again. Okay, so it's just a corridor is just a corridor. I have 39 steps left. Where's the pantry? So if I put the pantry, I will turn, but these will be dead ends. I kind of want it to stay open. Let's see if I can go one more floor, or if I'll be locked out. If you get banned on VAC, it takes out your whole Steam account. Okay. And this is the same thing, five of each. So assumably this 15 food items hidden about the house. Ooh. Door's locked. Okay, pantry will let me access something new. Courtyard, I do have a gem left, but that would end up being wasted. The hallway is also going to be wasted. So guest room is the best option. Because I can't maybe there might be an item later that lets me rotate. Not next week, but probably the week after we can do some TF2. If you want to join in 2 weeks, we can do some Joey's Castle. It's been a really fun board game we've been doing. It's kind of nuts. There really isn't a like the goal is to win, yes, but the game is also so fucking batshit insane. Half of the game is just having fun with it. Like there's literally cards that just say like you are the devil. Make up your own rules from now on. So that's one that we tested out the last couple weeks and has been pretty fun. So if you want to join in on a round of that, not this week because we're not doing anything this week, but the week after we can. Also some TF2 or something as well. Like I said, we can pick that up. So yeah, guest room's the best because I can't rotate rooms yet. Alright, so I got my 10 extra footsteps. However, this also looks like a thing. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Okay. That might not be good, depending on what I get. Might get me locked out, but... Alright, sounds good. All you have to do is... I don't know if you already have Tabletop Simulator, but if you do, basically all you got to do is just join the server that I make, and all the data will be right there. You don't even have to download Joey's Castle or anything. Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note, thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt of Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improve. Okay, so the pool, the billiard room, has something to do with darts. Darts, comma, mathematical. And don't need the rules. Then perfect, then you have everything you need. Yeah, that's what we'll do in 2 weeks then. We'll do another Joey's Castle, and then maybe we'll do the TF2 thing after that. And now if you want to do homework, you can watch 10 plus years of Joel streams. Okay. Alright, so we're getting out of here. We gained back a bunch of steps, which we will then use to get back out of here. Yeah, chapel. Oh yeah, we can use the chapel to keep looking. Because this is... I keep trying to hit M. Okay. Ate my damn coins, you bastard. But I gained back some more sleep. Let's go bedroom first. Let's see if I can lead back to the chapel this way. Lavatory would end it, storeroom would end it, but give us a gem. This would let us continue past, so aquarium it has to be. Just so I can keep grabbing more. Yeah, that is another one. Just because only one person has to download the MTG thing, and then we can figure out how to get... It should just... There should be a way of just downloading the decks into it. So you just kind of... Just get whatever the hell cards you want from a list. There is a... underwater bedroom. Oh, no. I was joking about the watching 10 years of Joel streams. Just because he has a lot of his own memes in there. That was more of it than like watch his actual streams of Joey's Castle. But if you're waiting for crazy bullshit, don't worry. There'll be plenty of that in there. All right. Oh, the billiard room. Well, I did just... It actually opens up exactly where I want it to open up, and I did just kind of learn about it. So, yes, let's go. Okay. Cues and everything. None of these are items I pick up. So, it said you don't need to know the rules of darts. But if you hit here, this is what? you just get 14 points, right? But if you hit these, you get 2 times the amount of points. And the middle is 3 times. I think that's how it works. So this is just 14. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. This is different. You click on it and it's forcing things to go places. So I clicked on 14 and it sent it to 1 and 6. Okay, so is the board everything, or does the billiards actually matter in the billiard room for the dartboard? Or is the dartboard the only puzzle? No, the only ball with a number on it is an 8 ball and a 5. The rest don't really show. I guess there's 13. So I assume you need to hit these particular... There's a 15, a 13, an 8, a 5. I wish I could jump up on the table. A 3. A 12? Okay, so maybe I just hit the... Or is this trying to say, if you were playing, how would you knock them in, maybe? Well, I guess I'll go, what? 3, 5, 8? See if I just do it in ascending order. Oh, that just resets it. Okay. Okay. So 14. No, okay, that really does just reset it. Okay, so what does 14 have to do with the board here? We don't have a 14, right? We have a 15. 12, I think that is. 5, 8. 13. We have a 13 and a 15. So 14 fits between those. We have a 3 and a 5. So that could also be a 4 then. So 14, 4. Okay, but not in that order. So that's our 2 highest ones, right? 15s are highest. So 15, between 15 and 13 is 14. Between 13 and 12, I think that one is nothing. So between 12 and 8, I guess. Unless does the 12 count? No, okay. So somewhere between 5 and 8, but it's not 6, so 7? It is 7, okay. And then it's between 8 and 5? No, between 8 and 5 would have been the 7, yeah. So then it's between 5 and 3, which is 4? No. Okay, so it's It's 14, then 7. Oh, okay. Hold up, hold up, hold up. So the first one is 14, sends it to 6 and 1, which is 7. And then this is double points, right? So that would be 20 and 12, which would be 32, but that's not a thing. So I assume it's going to be minus. So 20 minus 12 is 8. Nope. Not how that works then. Okay. 14. 1 and 6 is 7. It's not subtraction. Or maybe the fact it. Oh wait, it says you don't need to know the rules of darts, so you don't need to know that doubles the number. So this could simply just be that this is like minus, so it's 2. Yeah. Okay. So 20 minus 7 is 13. We don't know what this is. So 2 and something to 6. I'm gonna say duplication? Yes, okay. So now we need to order of operations it, right? So 3 times 10 is 30 minus 4 doesn't feel like that is how that would work. So 3 times 4. No. How do you do multiplication first if you don't know what it's multiplying? Because you're not supposed to do the math first. But maybe this is opposite of that. Maybe you are supposed to do the math first in this one. So 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Yep. Okay. Fuck order of operations. Order of operations is for bitches. Give me the key. The silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Oh yeah, they wrote the like things there as well. They were like, "Hey, remember these are different things that can happen in math." Okay. So we're here. We only can go up. So honestly, the storeroom is probably the best because I need more gems. So I can get a money. I get a key. And I get a gem. And last time I was in here, there was also... I guess I have to start writing this down. This feels like something that I'm supposed to remember for later. So, the storeroom has a pawn in it. The nook had a rook, and the church had a bishop, and I'm pretty sure the bedroom also had a pawn. I don't know if these are going to matter, but considering this is supposed to be like a larger puzzle game, that kind of feels like that's exactly what it's supposed to have. Like it is something I'm supposed to keep track of. This room, did this have any chess pieces in it? No. The aquarium, I don't know if they would hide. All the other pieces have been sizable, so hopefully, if there is meant to be one in here. No, ain't that a happy fish? Ain't he a cutin'? Okay. So all this is locked down. I have to completely get out of here, and this is my only exit from now on. The silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. And shovel. It looks like it could be useful for digging. Storeroom. Hallway is exactly what I'm looking for. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, which is this side. Closet, it's a dead end. Maid chambers gives us full open up, and commissary. I only have 4 coins, but food will give me more movement, but it also eats a gem. And I guess I've kind of already eaten a gem. Thought I had 1, but less likely to find items lying around in your house. That's not a good thing. Okay, so my guess is that red rooms are bad. The chapel eats your money. The bathroom is a dead end. The maid chamber makes it less likely for you to find items in your house. So I could eat up my last gem to get the commissary. But considering I'm almost on my last legs of the room, I might as well just do the maid's chamber. Even if I find less items, it doesn't really matter that much. We're close to the end. Hey, Goose. Do you have a title yet, or are you still working that out? Mila. So the maid's has a statue of Mila, or maybe it's supposed to be of the maid self. Mila. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who had an interest in attending services may contact Miss Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Miss Babbage. So this is saying, hey, so is this saying that I, in-game, have 1 month to figure this out? Or is that just them saying it and just like, hey, this is why there's no staff around? They told him to get out while I'm doing my bullshit. Going up is good. West Wing Hall doesn't really mean it. I do not have the gems for this. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. West Wing Hall doesn't really matter if it connects, because I'll be going up from the hallway anyway. So, spare room? I guess it doesn't matter having the extra door. There could be something in the spare room. You know what? I haven't done a spare room yet, I don't think. What? No, I can't box tape things. Alright, well, spare room is in fact quite spare. Monk room counts as 2 bedrooms, but So I guess another West Wing Hall. Keep going up in case the middle one I can't go up. Oh, so this game came out like a year ago or a little bit less than a year ago, and I heard it was a puzzle game, and I like playing puzzle games every once in a while, so I picked it up just because I kind of like, using my brain every once in a while instead of just playing another RPG, another RPG, another RPG, especially since I just did 3 weeks of an RPG of Etrian Odyssey, which I still have a little bit post-game stuff I want to stream, but I needed a break. I also have Doom: The Dark Ages that I just want to see what it was like because I've had it forever and I want to play it. And then a bunch of other RPGs. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Oh, I love RPGs so fucking much. And there's so many different kinds too. Tabletop sim RPGs, Pokemon style RPGs. We just did a dungeon crawler RPG with Etrian Odyssey. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff, blah blah blah, may draft. Okay. So they didn't like it June 15th, 1983. So Lady Clara Epson died, I assume? June 15th, 1983. And it is the West Wing. The West Wing Hall. They asked them not to do. Oh yeah, okay. I know Pragmata. I've seen a couple people play that. It actually looks pretty fun the way I guess you would call it kind of roguelike-ish, with you doing the shooting and then you've got the little robot kid doing the hacking, and you stop the middle of your shooting to do a hack, and then you go and you blast things and you get different additives onto the hacking and your gun and everything. I don't know what the fuck Saros is. I've heard the name, but have not seen what type of gameplay that's supposed to be. Okay, let's keep going straight up. Wine cellar for 3 gems, or a boudoir, or observatory. Okay, okay, Returnal. Okay, that I know. That's the one that's basically the space shooter roguelike. If I'm remembering the one correctly. And there's like the lady in space and you're blasting all these weird alien creatures. Alright, so I could turn left and not go up anymore. I could just end this side here and say, fuck it all. And get 3 gems. Let's get the 3 gems. I have plenty of other paths to take. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Any pawn pieces hanging around here? Please don't tell me that. You know what? I'm just going to ignore that and hope that doesn't come back to bite me later. You should have been paying attention to every room that had a card in it. I wonder if this will matter at some point too. You know what? Might as well, right? Right. Wine cellar. MCC. So that's what? 1,213? I think that's what that is. C's 100, M's 1,000. Anything to the right of it is addition. And then we've got 2 spades. And then a swan. Which could also just be the number 2. And then some holly berries. Don't know if that's going to matter, but fuck it, writing it down. All right, 32. I could just open the door from the west wing, which means if I can get a door from the west wing going up, yeah, we're going to have to hope. Because that means I could always go back down there and open up a dead end somewhere. This would give me exactly where I'd want to go. I could get the cloister open. This has been kind of in my way the whole time. Let's do it. I want to see what's in the cloister. It has a 3 gem thing on it, so it kind of feels important. Either that or it's just meant to be a very large open room that can go anywhere. Alright, let's go down. This can be a dead end. Ooh, a courtyard. Nah, let's bunk room it. Oh, it counts as 2 bedrooms, but it doesn't give me 2 rested sets. Okay. I do get 2 more keys, just in case. Got themselves a little Atari going. Fuck yeah. You can do it. You can do it, Hamtaro. Okay, the little fucking go. Good boy. Or whatever. There you go. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Today. Nice spears you got, kid. Camp Colonel. The fact that we spell Colonel this way is literally a fucking crime. I swear to God. Okay. That was the down one. That's the boarded up one. And this is the only way we have to go. Hopefully we are allowed to move appropriately. The workshop. We can actually go through there. Because that is literally the only way we can choose. Otherwise it's a dead end. So we're good. Combine inventory to create new items. Now, can we do we have anything to even combine? A. Oh, okay. So this is the 8th sheet. We found the 5th one. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. So the note is read. So you're telling me that the letters here in the stone are supposed to be music notes then? A. Maybe they might be scattered around too. Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll say workshop. Workshop A. Tablet. All right. Now, do I even have anything to combine? Combine inventory to create new items. Shovel and compass. I get a shovel compass. A dowsing rod. All right, assemble. A metal dowsing rod. While drafting, dowsing rod points towards rooms that may contain more items today than usual. Ooh. Alright, and that's it. Oh, the true box does not always contain the prize. True. Yeah, I already know that. I have learned that. Not the hard way. I learned that the proper way. Now, I believe the only thing I can do is up, or am I... I am able to turn out to the left. Okay, so kitchen is a no. Dark room... No idea. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I'm only at rank 4. But I could get to rank 8. Let's try it. The dark room is too risky. Oh, wait. Didn't I turn the power off to the dark room? Is this the one where I... Yeah. All right. I do need to choose the dark room at some point. I assume if I lift that up, there might be an item once I get enough ranks. Okay. Terrace is just... Green rooms can't do the thing. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2 feet. The patio. The patio is just a dead end. Spread gems in each green room. Well, I have to use the gymnasium if I want to continue going someplace. And considering how far I've got left to go, not having that many footsteps isn't that bad. What? No. All right. Game devs, how dare you put basketballs in a hoop? Oh. Hoople. Hoople sports. Okay. How dare you put a basketball in a hoop in a game and not have enough physics to let me try throwing it in? Ooh. Special keys. What was my special key doing again? Unlocking a door with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. I kind of do need to start opening up. Now, if I was in the middle and I had a 3 option, that would be perfect. But there's no guarantee that I will be able to get that. Just use a regular key. We'll risk it. Conference room, perfect. Veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms, but I don't have enough gems for it. So even though the dowsing rod's telling me to get more items, I can't. Freezes your accounts. Money and gems will not be reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Well, if this was the I could use this for my last room of the day and lock this down, but conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Okay. So there might be things that say items are put blank, and then you just come here and you'd pick them up. Okay. Safe code 1983. Oh, that's the death of the lady that I marked down, June 15th, 1983. Oh, not 1983, 9083. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. The office safe. Now, did I open up a room called an office? No, I might have done that in the first one. That was short-lived. Okay. Let's go... Oh. The keycard reader is... Oh, yeah, I turned the power off for it. So this door cannot be entered. I don't even have the keycard anyway, so that's fine. But that means I can only go one way. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently in your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay, so it's just from spread. Special key. Silver key. I want rooms with many. Weight room. Lose half your footsteps. However, the boiler room opens up perfectly. It's a power source and uses my last gem. But let's do it. I am at 23 footsteps, so losing 11 or possibly 12 of them is a lot. Okay, so we need some way of getting across. But that also seems to be powered off. Alright, so assumably the boiler room is now on, so now there's power. And we can connect that power to different sources. So I want that. That's the generator, so it's across. That doesn't make that move. I need that to be on. There we go. That brings that across, and does that just go all the way up? Looks like you can cross that later. Alright, so I connected this, but you need to open that from the other side. And that also has a gate. So, from what I'm getting from this, I need to find a way of getting the rooms to connect all the way back to this, so I can open up the shortcut. So I need to find some way of getting back here. However, that looks like it has a power code on it. Kind of like that. And I turned all the keycard power off, so I might not be able to get into that. But, let's just try to get further, I guess. Oh. Alright, we're hitting up all my keys now. The boudoir. Mailroom would end my day. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Okay, that feels kind of important. I can't open the observatory. I don't have the gems, so I could do the boudoir. Just trying to keep progressing further. Okay, there was a safe delivered here as a Christmas present. Does that have anything to do with? Or is there a Christmas present still in the room? Alright, well there is the safe here. But the question is it that just telling me that there is a safe here? But I have no idea what any of the combinations could be. So I guess I'll just say there's a safe in the boudoir. And this isn't the office. It said the office safe has it. So I don't think... I mean, I can always try it anyway. 9083. No. Okay. Okay, the terrace. The terrace will give me green rooms. There's also loot in there, but I can't really get to that. The courtyard, I do not have the loot to get to. So, unfortunately, and I can't get to the other side of the boiler room. So that locks me out of the game for today. So the best option I have is I'm going to choose the freezer, and that will make my 4 gold come back to me tomorrow. Alright, so I'm assuming that's saying all my stuff is frozen. Now the question is, do I need to come back into a freezer to get it, or do I just get it? We'll find out. Alright, but that is where I am done for the day. Not for staff use. No. No. Back here. I see you note. So do I need to unfreeze this? I wonder if you can turn the power off to the freezer. Ooh, could you defrost the whole freezer and just get everything here? Oh, that definitely sounds like that could be a possibility. Alright, but that is the end. So, call it a day. All my stuff's frozen, so I'll be able to get it back. At least my money, unfortunately, but... Mount Holly, respectable inn, 7 bedrooms. Total rooms 30, rank reached 7, steps taken 44, items found 4, new rooms 21. Got close to that antechamber. A3. Alright, let's start back going straight up again. And yet, my money came right back to me. I don't have to refine the freezer or anything silly like that. Coat check-in. Check one item and retire it on another day. And retrieve it on another day. Don't have an item yet. Not that helpful. So, den gives me many possible options, and I get a gem to start off with. Very good first choice. And does the den have a chess piece in it? Does have some swans in it. The den also has a pawn sitting inside of it. I guess I will go right. Because in D&D, you always go left first, but in here, you go right first. I could do a storeroom and just get a bunch of stuff right now and not worry about progressing this particular one further. Let's get some loot. I would like to get some gems to open some more stuff later. And I've already read the note here. Or seen the note of the blue. You know what? I'll write that down. I didn't write that down before. This is the storeroom, right? Blue room, blue bird, swimsuit. Okay. Now we're going to go back to here and go up that right-hand side of the house. with the corridor. And the corridor special is it will always be unlocked. I don't have to worry about needing a key. Nook. A key and go up. Pantry is more money. Let's get the Nook. Let's get more keys for when we get to the West Wing, when there's a higher chance of them being locked. Yeah, we've hit the wall. I wonder if this will ever get wider. The parlor is a dead end. The chapel will eat my money. But let me continue up this side. Yeah. RIP my money, but it's worth it. Okay, I could do a veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms and eat both my gems. Let's do it. Lock it in here. For the lockpick. We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Honestly, veranda staring out into the some nature, pretty sick. Having just like a little room that's just outside that connects between two rooms of the actual house. That's just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna hang outside today. Like it's not even like the back door that you just opened up, walked out into the back porch, and you're like, oh, here's the back porch. It's funny. Both my grandparents had the same kind of like extra porch added onto their house. It was like a big aluminum rectangle with these huge glass windows and it just aluminum around the sides, and it was just on the back of the house. Huge screens, but you could look at all the different things, and these big glass doors. They were really nice. Like, I mean, they weren't nice. They were kind of like metallic and of their time, but it was really nice to hang out during like good weather. It's separate from the rest of the house, so you have like the big, glass sliding door. You just open up, you walk outside, and you got the big metal box, which gets a little bit hotter in the summer because it's a big aluminum box with glass in it, so it's kind of like a miniature greenhouse, except not green. But it's always cool just to go out there, just like a little bit of stuff on there, just open up the windows, just hang out, get to smell the fresh air, even if you want to stay inside or something like that. Both my grandparents had one of those. One was a storage room for one of them. The other one had like a couch and a picnic table that we usually had like meals and stuff at. And that was a great place to play like board games and stuff. Especially it was that one was up in Pennsylvania, so it was a lot cooler than normal than you would have in other areas. So it really was nice to get there. All right, spare room, pantry. We can hopefully get that to connect to something else. We can't really go up here. Like this is dead end or up. So if we turn, we might be able to connect around the other things. So let's do a turn and get some more money. Also, since this is the pantry, we get food. Ah. Okay, so oranges are 5 steps each, or 5 each. So that's 25. I think apples were 2, so that's 10. So that's 35. And then 50, 5 bananas, so they're 3. Yeah, so 2, 3, and 5. Okay. I wonder if that changes every day. Yep. All right, so we either dead end ourselves here completely, or we shoot around and hope it continues. Now, I could just get 2 items that could be very helpful and just say, screw it, we're taking the dead end. I could also try getting the entrance hall to extend further to the left and have the den try to just go into this area of the den and hope it goes up, and then I can mess around. So let's just get 2 items. I don't know if the breaker box could be a fun thing, but I haven't gone in the closet yet, so let's get 2 items in the closet. A key and ivory dice. While drafting, you may choose dice to roll new floor plans. Ooh. Okay, so it's a reset. If I go and I don't like the door, I can use the roll, which is actually kind of perfect for what we're going to be attempting to do in a moment. Because it's chapel. Yeah, we're doing a long run through. Also, rip 1 monies. No. Do these change? No. No, these are the same. Yeah, okay. Good. In case they're necessary later. Okay, so what we might have to use the dice here if I don't get what I'm looking for. We're trying to find a room that goes up from here. Which does not do, does not do, does not do. Check 1 item and retrieve it. No. All right, we are going to redraw and hopefully get what we're looking for. The parlor goes down, not what we're looking for. The bedroom goes up. Perfect. Yay. And this is here again, the greetings from Reddington. I guess I'll put this here, bedroom, greetings from Reddington. Okay. Okay, so hallway still turns us away from what we're looking for. And we don't have the gem from the drawing room. Utility closet's a dead end, and that really hurts us, so hallway. Hallway it is. Then we're going to attempt to go up 1 more time. Also, anything around here? Doors in the west wing. Yeah, I know. The parlor does open in the right direction. Guest room would be a dead end, but it would give me 10 footsteps, but I kind of want to continue. I got 38 footsteps. We're good. All right, so this is the lying puzzle. At least 1 liar, at least run truer. Oh, that's what happened. I accidentally clicked out of the game. That's why it wasn't going down. All right. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. All right. All right. How do we logic this one? The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. So, if both of these were telling the truth, that it's not in the white box, the gems are in this box. So if these are telling the truth, this would be lying, which means the gems would be in the blue box. However, if this is lying and this is lying and this is telling the truth, the gems are in this box, then the gems could literally just be in this box if both of these are lying. No, if this is lying, the gems are not in the white box. It means the gems would be in the white box. which makes that moot. So my first one is right. It's in the blue box. Yeah. All right. I'm all right. 3, 4, 3. All right. Can I go down? No. I have no way of going down. Oh well. I guess I will go into the utility closet then. And mess around with the circuit breaker one more time. So, keycard entry system, let's keep that on. We're turning the garage on. Gymnasium off, darkroom off. Let's turn them both off. Vac indicators, I'll just hit them all on. But I know not to touch this one in case I don't really have a keycard that would matter, but... the caveman was in the freezer earlier. You must have missed him. He was in... Alright, so I can turn here. I can also turn at the very bottom. Let's go down to the bottom and see if I can... Because that means we also get to pass through the bedroom, which means we get 2 steps back. But it's fine, because I'm in here and not in there. Okay, so I just turned the dark room off. So the question is, does the dark room now not work? No, it's still... Well, the red light isn't on. It's just pitch black. But does that mean the properties of the dark room, does it still work? I mean, I guess I am in fact walking through a bedroom, so I will gain 2 footsteps every time. So me actually walking back and forth here isn't eating too deep in. So let me turn the dark room on. And yes, the dark room is back on again. It's him with his camera. The Cinca. Oh, I don't know what that says. So he's got a secret message on a picture that he took for figuring out something in the house. The camera's here. There's also something on a tree in a heart, but I can't really make out what that says. Oh, keycard. An electromagnetic keycard opens electronically powered security doors. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of the rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Last development was too dark. Yeah, because she's dead. That was the last development she had. Too soon? Alright. Observation is the only way I can go from here. Although I could dead end this and try going from the hallway anyway. But let's see what this light is. The fixed stars. Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fen Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book is a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. The North Star, +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamondus Major, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors or more common today. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious, so assumably give you more movement speed or more footsteps. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Diamonds Major, 5 gems. Draxis the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale. Everything is 50% off. Florius Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Okay. So I assume I need to look through it and it will tell me what do I need to raise it? I think, right? There we go. The North Star gained a coin. Okay, not amazing, but hey, a coin is a coin. So I can make this be a dead end if I want something out of this. Force food for sale if I want more footsteps, but kind of doesn't matter. West Wing Hall. Sure, might as well, even though it doesn't open up to anything. And this is as far as we go today. Because unfortunately, it will not let me back out. I can't just say, no, I don't want to do this. I must. I can't go back to this hallway and try going and try choosing from that side. So, yeah, I guess I just have not been inside the patio or the commissary yet. So, I guess we're going to hit the commissary. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. Okay. Commissary 12 through 16 is closed. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll and all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at once of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. security, and laboratory. Punch clocks. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Terminal password redacted. Without? So, with a bird, without a boatman? Sale, 2 days only, all items 50% off. Alright, sure, what do you have? A gem, a salt shaker, a sledgehammer, and a metal detector. I have enough for a sledgehammer, and I'm going to end the day, so let's see what the sledgehammer is for. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay, unfortunately, useless for me. I was kind of hoping I could bust down a whole wall or something. Oh, there's a gaming station in the commissary. What does that say? Is there an is it DIAIGI? Oh, it's DIR. Dirigible. Dirigiblocks? Dirigiblocks. Okay. Dirigiblocks. And fortunately, that leads back into the hallway, which means there's no more progressing. However, I can use the last bit of my footsteps, I guess. I can go back into here now that I've explored the dark room. I can turn it off again. So, anything special in here? Not the dark room is off. Oh, I just thought of something. What if the longer I wait to activate the dark room, what if those pictures that were blurry would be more developed? Oh, because when I open the door, light comes in. Ooh, I wonder if that's a puzzle. Or maybe that's the point of turning the power off in the dark room. Maybe. But anyway. Alright, well, let's call it a day. Alright, now that I've explored a couple days, let's see if I can actually get to the antechamber. We'll make this a less exploration, more beelining day. Alright, we're going to start off exactly like I said. Let's see if I can just go straight up. Instantly not able to do that. Let's go bedroom. If I am going to try getting that far, I'm going to want footsteps, as many as possible. Alright, can I turn this up? I cannot turn this up. I can just go straight or turn it back down. Let's do the spare room. Now, I don't want to go that much farther that way because that leads me to the west. Oh, gem. Good thing I looked. I don't want to head too far into the spare room because The west ring has a higher chance of having locked doors, and I don't have any keys yet. Parlor would be a loot. Nook would, let's take the Nook. Let's get a key, like I said. I'm gonna start needing those. And the Nook has a rook. Passageway for 2 gems I can't do. I can only go into a storeroom. Oh boy. The let's try going as far as possible day has instantly eaten shit. Well, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna use a key on the lockbox. Another gem, good. And car keys. A spare set of car keys. Okay. So if I somehow find a way into a garage, I'll know what to use. Commissary den. But I mean, the den, I can just get a gem on my way through. So. Free gem is a free gem. Yeah, pantry is going up. That's what I'm looking for. We also get a money and possibly a food item. Yeah. Put some pet back in our step. All right. The commissary locks us out. Chapel lets us proceed. Corridor also lets us proceed. So let's do that. It's also guaranteed to be unlocked, so I don't have to worry about a key, and we are in the West Wing, which has a high chance of that being happening. West Wing Hall gives us many options, but so does the courtyard. We do have to pay a gem for it, though. Let's do that. I have not been in the courtyard yet. Also counts as a green room, and I've seen green rooms have synergies. Well, let's keep trying to go straight up. They really want me to do a chapel, huh? But considering I cannot end here, or I'm going to try not to end here. So before we go into there and spend money, a hallway would be more up, but that's kind of what we need. Kind of hoping to go straight through to that side, but hey, what do you know? The drawing room lets us go anywhere and use another gem. Yeah, let's do it. Doesn't let us go up, but this also lets us reset rooms if we need to from going this direction. This game needs music. I might have to put music on in the background the next time I stream this, because this is mostly me yapping away, but okay, passageway is literally the perfect thing we needed. Nothing else would work here. Yeah, passageway. We're spending the gems. Okay, so is there anything in the passageway that looks like it could be a clue that might be for something later, or unsure? Oh, security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. I don't have a gem for it, though. So unfortunately, this entire area is locked because I don't have the gems. I have to take the guest bedroom. So hopefully there's... I've already read this. That's talking about the billiard room. Hey, a key. Yeah, something that definitely is low-key that would fit this a lot. Like classical music, I agree. Alright. We're going across. I really need this room to branch out if possible. Weight room, ouch. Archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Oof. Losing half my steps is also brutal. But not being able to see all my decisions, so I'm going to take the weight room, and we're just not going to go in there right now. No, don't eat. Oh, it ate them now. Never mind then. The parlor. Dining room. I'm not that high of a rank yet. Launder currency. But I don't have a gem. But dining room leads a lot of places. So I might be able to get food back. Coat check, observation. I can't pay for the observation, so this is going to be dead-ended. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Ooh, car keys. Yes. Check the car keys, please. Car keys have been checked. Because I don't know if I'm getting to the garage, but the idea of being able to unlock the garage and then finding this room to get back inside it is hopeful. So I can go back into the weight room, or I can try this door. Oops. Parlor. Still can't get into security, so the parlor has gems in it, so we're going to have to go through that. And it does let us continue up. We also can go up from the chapel, too, if need be. Alright, hopefully I can get this right again. The gems are on the desk. Alright. Instantly we know this is a liar. Because there's no gems on the desk. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. So, there are no gems on the table. There are no gems on the floor. Which means both of those boxes are lying. There must be a box that tells the truth. So, the one that tells me that there's the gem in the box is true. Easy peasy. Going up. Lavatory, security. Junk room is nothing, so security it is. I'm going to use one of those things. Security's also been around, and we do in fact have a... Oh, a cutscene. Never mind. This is where my great uncle took notes on all of his eyes wide shut parties. Wait, his last name was Epson. Oh no. What if it actually was... there a clue in this cutscene to what? Oh my god, it's me! Alright. Blue memos equal true. Red memos are lies. Oh. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. View estate inventory. Key card system. Log in the network. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. I have collected everything. Okay. Key card system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with electronic key card. The key card system is currently operational. Key card system settings. Set security level. Security level medium. Offline mode locked. Set security level. The security level determines the amount of key card security doors that will be deployed in your estate. E.g., you will expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and okay. So I can set it to low. Confirm setting. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default settings the security doors will be set to if the power is lost. During a blackout, for example, as a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on... Alright, so unlocked. Confirm settings. If the power goes out, we don't want all the doors to be locked. If the power goes out, they will unlock now. So when I turn the power off to security doors through that one room, if I had this one on, it would actually unlock every single one of those doors. Okay. So now if I use this and went all the way back, which I don't really have the... Oh no, that was a different day. Never mind. So if I run into a... So if I run into the switch that turns security key cards on and off, if I turn them off now, that will automatically unlock every single security door. Which means I probably would also want security doors to be high so they show up more often in the house. Okay. So like this. Security door is locked by electronic key cards. So if I end up turning the power off the key cards, this should now be opened. Neat. So those are some tapes. Alright, so now when I go and read notes like this, because I've seen some that were read before, that means that some of those were lies. Staff notice. I think I've already read this one, yes. Although it seems to start with an S, maybe? Alright. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. In other words, until further notice, the antechamber has been locked, and access levers are required to gain entry. Okay. And keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. So the higher you get, the more keys you're going to need. Closet Get the observatory. That's my last gem. Okay, what if I say I want it to go? Whoops. I want another constellation. Okay, you can't make it go up anymore. You just need to get it pointing out and then you're good to go. The twins! A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. I don't have enough keys for the chests, so I would have to use my money, if I had enough eventually, to buy a sledgehammer to smash it open. I'm also at rank 6, so we're not enough to get a food item yet, which I am going to be needing soon. Oh wait, the observatory door. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? I just wasted steps. Oh wait, oh god. Well, now I really wasted steps. All right, well. You're already half my steps just for taking this, so don't you dare hit me again. So, do I want to go down? Probably not. Let's go left to see if we can make it tip. That would go down for more gems, which would be fine. Launder currency, I don't have a gem for. The dark room will let us go either way. Now, we can't choose what we're doing, but... Whoa. Oh yeah, I had power turned out for dark rooms. Oh, but that also means that I can't read what was on there. It doesn't matter. All right, up we go. All right, RNG. Ah, oh, it's to a power room. Oh, wait, it's to a power room. Keycard entry system. We're turning the power off. Dark room, power back on again. Actually, wait. And garage, power on. Yeah, I think these are more scuffed. No, not really. They're kind of the same. An ampersand. Oh, I am almost out of energy. So the question is, 1, 2, I could end at the security. I could end at security. Let's not do that because I wouldn't be able to get to the extra door. So I need something that gives me steps. Which I can't do. I can only go into the billiard room. Oh well. Unless there's a piece of food in here. Nope. Oh well, at least I'll hit up the puzzle again. So 3. 4 is 11. Wait, what? Oh, there's 3 of them now. So 14. 18 minus 6 is 12. And then 20 minus 10 times 2 is 20. And then 18... Oh, sorry. 2 minus 1 is 1. which then times that is still 13. For 2 keys that unfortunately is not food. And like the weight room crushed me. Having to choose the weight room, yanking half of my steps, not when I walked into it, but when I chose it, hurt. At least I have the key stored away for later. But I'll just 2, 1, and 0. Oh, when you hit 0, it instantly ends you. Okay. You don't even get to wander around. All right. Okay, I still think the dark room, you have to wait longer while it's on to develop the pictures. So the longer you take to get into it, you might get something more clear. Mid-sized villa. One more. Okay. We're gonna try again, go as far as possible. I want to get up to that top spot. I do not want to claim the car keys yet. We're just going to use the spare room. You can get 10 footsteps or continue to move. Or get the storeroom. Let's get the storeroom. It sucks having the dead end this early on, but getting an assortment of materials for continuing on is good. Hallway, yes. So this is red, so it's a lie. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Wrong. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be unlocked. That's what I saw before. So going this way first technically is probably harder for the chance of more locked doors. This way, a lot less chance at locked doors. Like that's locked. No, it's not. Okay, I don't know why I thought that was. Take the nook. Grab a key. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Well, I guess I could save this for later if I really needed to sneak into something. Or sneak back. I can use the hallway to keep going up, I guess. Huh. Let's do it. Secret passage, secret tunnel. Chapel for losing money, but probably the corridor just to keep moving. Well, I'm way in. Luckily, I only have 1 monies. So I lose the 1 monies I had. Den. Did I have something written down for the den? No, I was office. Den just had a pawn, but also has a gem. That is definitely a necessary item. Oh. Oh, the secret passage. Does this just lead into the den, I guess? Okay. And door. You know what? I got footsteps on me. Oh, there's a lock here. Let's see what's inside. Ooh, 2 rerolls. And 4 monies. Okay, it's a door, but it's a secret passage, so you don't actually go through it. It's just you choose when you go in there, I guess. Parlor. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 footsteps. Alright. This box is blue. This box is true. The gems are in a true box. This box is black. Well. So this is telling the lie. So the gems are in a true box, which means that's the false box, which means that's actually where it is. And the other 2 are obviously true because that is a black box and that is a blue box. There we go. My gems. Power, nursery, commissary. That's a dead end. We are redrawing. Pantry, bedroom. We're hopefully redrawing. Nope. Oh, nope. This bedroom is facing the right direction. Yes. We get footsteps back and everything. Still the same? Still the same. Hated to have to use them both at the same time, but... Well, more dead ends. So, let's try our observatory. We got our triple. The slice. 3 footsteps. No, it's locked. Alright, well, that's twice we've been burned on an observatory. So, basically, yep, all the way out. Until I can get a key. Then I can come back to the conservatory and progress in a thatwardly direction. Stop taking my money. Alright, well, we only have one choice left to go, and that's this way. We need a key, and everything else is locked. Dining room will be important later, and it also gives us all the directions we're looking for. Laboratory. Experimental house features. Or the pantry, which would be food and more money. We've never been in the laboratory before, but we might need the gems for later, so let's go pantry. Dark room. All right, we'll hit the RNG. I won't be able to tell what it is, so. Gem requirements. All right, I'll hit that. Find out what it is. The patio, which does have a door leading in a proper direction. Thank God. Oh, and it has a gem to refund itself. Buried below. Oh, this is what I'll need a shovel for. Occasionally, you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Okay. I've had one of those before. Okay, so I will, if I can find another shovel, I will use it. The boudoir completely locks us. We need to find a key. However, I could go to the closet and get 2 items. Hopefully one of those being a key. Well, we have a reroll and a metal detector. Greater chances of finding keys and money. Alright, good, but I only have 2 rooms left to click on. And I really need a key. And I can't choose what this one is, but I guess it doesn't matter. A bedroom. Oh, but we got a key card. Alright, we have one last room to go in. Hopefully we find a key, otherwise it's day over. Hey, well, I can get the car keys, but that doesn't help. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans for drafting while in this room, but I can't go anywhere else from this room. So... Alright. Kitchen's food for sale, but hopefully there's more than just food. Oh, I had a reroll I could have used. Damn. Maybe there's a loose key in here. The main course is served only in the dining room. Banana, club sandwich, bacon and eggs. Today's main course, wood-fired pizza. Plus an additional 20 steps, plus an additional 10 if you have a furnace in your house. Well, unfortunately, there are no keys here. And I have no other doors to use. So this is the end of this run. Because I can't get to there. Alright, well, we'll retire. Alright, this time we'll get there for sure. Alright, we're going to try the same plan as always. See if we can just go straight forward as fast as possible. Instantly we have to turn. But we're doing it with the parlor. Because the parlor is 2 gems if I solve the puzzle. And so far I've been able to get these pretty consistently. All 3 boxes contain gems. We know that is not true. We know that is not true. So that is a lying box. The other 2 boxes contain gems. That is a lie. They cannot. So this one must be true. This box contains gems. So this is the correct one. The other 2 are lying. This one's true. Well, I could instantly use those 2 gems. Or use the observatory and only use 1. And we also get a bonus of whatever is here. Does it keep going up? Like, because we had so far we've had 1, 2, 3. Is this just going to be 4? Okay, it literally goes in order. Plus 1 gem. Now, are we going to be locked out again? Hey, it didn't lock us out this time. Ooh, the commissary would be nice when we get money later. I like having storerooms and stuff, but yeah, it's commissary. Commissary good for when we have money, we can actually use that. Also, now I know that this is a lie. The commissary will be closed. It will not be closed. That's bullshit. Oh. And instantly security doored. Great. Magnifying glass. Sledgehammer, sleeping mask, running shoes. Alright, well, we'll have to hopefully get a security card or get the security room and turn the power off for those. Spare room gets us through. Storeroom or bedroom gets us up. And we recover a couple footsteps just for being in here. We want to go straight up, but cannot. So we can get a guaranteed key, or we can RNG. We're going to RNG in the closet. A gem and a key. Anything bonus? No. But at least we get the footsteps back. So we need a key card. And we only have one way to go so far left in the day. Uh-oh. Could this just be an eaten up day? Almost was. Food, if I need it for later. I can buy here, but I don't even have the money right now. Yeah, we kind of need the chapel. Or drawing room. Oh, wait, drawing room only gives us... No, chapel and drawing room give us the same. I also don't have money right now. So the chapel doesn't even hurt me. It might later when I actually have something I might not want to lose. Because I have two places I can buy from, but... West Wing Hall. Yeah. Because this is perfect. Because that means if there's any dead ends here, I can choose it purposely. Breaker box if I want to turn the light off. Or I could get another key. Or I could open up the car keys. If I can find a security room, I know that there's a locked door I need to mess with. The garage can go on. I do have the keys for that if I need to. I mean, I could try if I find the right room to get the keys to go into the garage. The dark room, I think if I turn the dark room off when I walk in, it doesn't disrupt the pictures developing. I don't know what turning the lights on and off in the gymnasium do, so I'm just going to turn them off. Keycard system, we are also turning off for now. I can turn it back later if I have to. If I actually get a keycard to use. If I don't, and we find the security room first, I can just set the security room settings to turning it all off. Hey, security room! Let's see if my idea is correct. So log in the network. Oh, I need a password now. Oh, log in the network, sorry. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Offline mode. Change offline mode. We want it unlocked. Determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if the power is lost. So we're going to confirm setting. And then we're going to set security level. We're going to raise it to high. Confirm setting. Now, I'm going to test my hypothesis. My hypothesis is that if the power is off for security locks and we set the offline mode to unlocked, because we turn the power off to all security locks, they automatically unlock. Ah, crap, in the closet. Yes! Yay! Yay! It worked! We're going into the den because that opens up a lot of places. And it gives me another gem. So now I have some more gems in my pockets. In my pockets is. Wine cellar for 3, but that locks me, so we're hallwaying. Still trying to go as far up as I can. Storeroom corridor. Locksmith keys for sale. Or a nook. We're gonna have to go to the nook. Okay. Pantry will get us closer to where we want to go. Library will also. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. And the pantry will also get us there. It will give us some food and some money, which we can use to buy from the commissary if we need to. Laboratory takes us the wrong direction. The library would take us up, though. Or do I get the money and the food? Let's go library. Let's see what we can find. Key. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. So will this actually tell me more about like certain 2 stories of wall-to-wall books surrounded the reader of this room, exhibiting either a bountiful spring of knowledge or typical interior design sensibilities of the wealthy. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on a rostrum stands in various corners of the library. Type drafting blueprint. Rarity unusual. Drafted 1 time. Okay. So 1 to 12 rare. So these are like the 1 to 12 rarity rooms if I've found it or not. And we're trying to find the room 46 out of all 45. Room 46, we don't know. What if I click on it? The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprints only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that the 46th room in the house, in fact, exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. Rarity rumored. From its root meaning, the room before, all signs and paths point toward the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Well, we're trying. We're trying real hard to get there. Mount Holly Records. Temporal records. Total time 2 hours 37 minutes. 6 days have passed so far. Longest day was an hour and 9 minutes. And an hour and 9 seconds, I guess. And the average day is 28 hours long. Or 28 minutes, 53 seconds. Mount Holly scrapbook. My first claim ticket was car keys. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew, provisional heir. My favorite floor plans, the den. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Most drafted, the den. Hallway and a bedroom. Most paid for, observatory, 4 gems. Cloister, 3 gems. And kitchen, 2 gems. Most time spent in the parlor, because you're solving puzzles. Entrance hall, billiard room. Contraptions I've made, the dowsing rod. Sledgehammer, 8 gold, paid in full. Have a great day. Largest purchase. And then, don't know what's on the right. Maybe one day. The nursery. Most avoided floor plans. Nursery, lavatory, and laboratory. Okay. That's cool that they keep stats on things that you do. That's neat. Alright, let's open the next one. Alright, key. Alright, if we choose the aquarium, we can go left and right, but not up. +1 key for each bedroom in your house. Archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3. It lets us go up, though, but... Oh, aquarium. Aquarium is every color of room. I need to be able to see the floor plans. Not being able to see is going to wreck shit. Yep. Enjoy the lurk. And unless I really ask for help, any questions are rhetorical at the moment. But I plan to do this for the next couple days, so it'll probably take a while before I get truly lost. Let's go right. If I get something that goes straight up after this, it'll be perfect. Drawing room doesn't really take me where I want to go. Dark room would. I did turn the power off for dark room. I could also just take the pantry, which would give me more food and take me straight up. But it wouldn't connect me back to the right in case things go wrong, but neither would that. The drawing room would, but it wouldn't let me go straight up. I'm going to try to get my luck with the pantry. Get some food, get some cash. Any bonuses? No. All right, can we get a straight up? And of course it's using another key. No. Nothing straight up. Can't do the office. I don't have the whatchamacallit for it. Lavatory is dead end, so billiard room. Give me some gems. Or whatever's going to be behind this one. Let's see. All right, 5. 17. 10. I'm assuming that's division. It's the only color we haven't seen yet. So 2. And we have a subtraction, a multiplication, and a division. All right. So when this happens, there's an addition in there. There's 3. So it always wants me to do the number that I can tell first. So the number I can tell first is 3 minus 1 is 2. So 15 divided by 2 is not... Wait, divided by, but also... So divided by 3 and times 2. So times 15 by 2 is 30. Divided by 3 is 10. Right? Yeah. Double keys. Hey. All right. Let's see. Can we get lucky? Yeah, of course you have to use a key, luckily. So far, I set the amount of security doors to high. 7 locked doors. What? I set the security to high, and I turned the power off for all the security doors. So, literally any of these doors could just be a security door, and I could walk through for free. And the game is fighting me hard on it. But you may draw new floor plans from... Oh, this could be perfect. No, I don't have a gem for it. Oh, that would have been perfect. Because I could have tried to draw whatever I want to get to the antechamber. All right, Great Hall. I only have one key, though. But the only other option I have is the guest bedroom, unless I try getting... Oh yeah, I can't choose anymore. All right, I'm gonna have to try to get more keys for later. But at the very least, it lets me do this. Oh. Would this let me choose? Would this let me change the room that's next in line? Like if I choose a door here on one of these sides and I don't like it, considering there's multiple doors to each one, if I go to a new door and unlock it, would that change the room maybe? Oh. Let's see. We got one right now. I can backtrack if needed. Oh, it just leads to a... Oh, okay, that way. I can't do the laboratory, but I can gymnasium. You know what? It gets me to the thing I'm trying to go. All right, gymnasium. Okay. So there's a secret to getting in. However, get fucked. I can just open you right up. Less likely to find items laying around the house. A package will be delivered here the day after the drafting, and I cannot go in the walk-in closet. Oh, you son of a bitch. Can I do it anyway? No. Alright, so I got to the antechamber, but you need to figure out a secret to get into the antechamber. It makes sense. Yeah, mailroom. Let's see what this will do the next day. Order placed. Alright, but at least I know now there's a gimmick to that. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravine. Let's call him Denny Ravine. Denny Ravine, the sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. So Denny Ravine is no longer part of the staff. Utility room fuse box. Oh, okay. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. So, okay, so you hit a green button to turn it blue, and then press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. So I guess if you hit it a third time, you turn it red, or if you just hit a button again, it turns the green. We'll have to get to a power box and check this out then. Okay. But this is, since this is the first time I've gotten something new again in a while, let me get up my little notes. I wonder if this has anything to do with the antechamber's lock. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. There's nothing written on this, at least at the moment. Unless that's being sent to Denny. Then they'd just be getting sent back to sender, and that wouldn't do anything, really. Okay, no hidden items. Oh. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate. Fen Aries, 63080. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I am writing this, you're currently in the garbage, packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that's going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bringing you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from the conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, but I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from the summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before a trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday, I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. Aw, it's cute. Okay. Alright, well, I'm glad Charlie wasn't in here. Otherwise, this would be a mess. Alright, so I don't have any more keys. Whoops. I don't have any more keys, so I can't unlock any of these other doors. I'm running low on energy, so I am going to need some energy soon. And courtyard. I don't have any gems. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Unfortunately, that would lock me the end here. However, the other chance is the lavatory, which will lock me there anyway. So the terrace is the choice. So now any green runes we get from now on will not cost gems, which will hopefully open up a lot of what we can do. Also, I'll take some monies. Count de monnaies. Okay. Now, considering we need energy, we do have a... Oh god, the kitchen is forever away. That might even be on the 10th step, too. That would just kill us, right? Because I've got how many left? 7. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would just make it. But then I would need to buy enough food to get 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'd be basically using everything to get there. Now, there's also security. I could go kitchen, chapel, get to the security, and I could also mess around with the utility closet. Or do I just make the turn here? There could be anything behind the hallway, including more energy, so... Wait, isn't there a dining room up there? Alright, so I could get more footsteps. Yeah, we're doing that. Perfect. The perfect solution. We grab 10 free footsteps. Oh, and a gem. And now we can head back. Alright, that ended up working out. Let's just not... So I can't buy anything from the commissary. Dining room. We have 6 monies. So I can get tomato soup for 5 for every red room in the house. We have 1 red room in the house. 2 red rooms in the house. I can get... Yeah. And we're going to lose money anyway when we go to the thing. So, boom. Oh, we had 3. Wait, we had 3? What? Oh, because the aquarium is every color of room. Fuck yeah. He works hard for the money. Okay, so now I got all these extra steps. Let's see. Can I... How does this work? Okay, it turns the red into purple. Okay. But this would... Okay. I have all the vac indicators set to purple. What the fuck does this do? What? I follow the instructions on the thing. I got them all set to purple. What the fuck does purple do? Okay, well, let's go to the security room and see what's going on from here. I've got 19 steps left, 1 gem, no keys. All right, this can be a dead end room, so let's see what we have. Launder currency, dining room. Have I hit rank 8? I must have hit rank 8, correct? Yes. Yeah. Because I got all the way up to the 1 room. Dinner is served. Today's main course, lemon glazed salmon. Charbroiled Cajun spice salmon, lemon butter sauce, served over spinach leaf. 20 footsteps, plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium. Hey, I do. I'm going to eat them. Yeah, I got to find the email for it. It did say it was going to send it, but I don't know where the email would be. That's what I got to find next as well. Which, honestly, it could just be this, but there's probably another computer somewhere that has it. I doubt it's just on the security platform. Yeah. Oh, there's a gem and an upgrade disc I missed somewhere? Huh. Okay. There's a gem and an upgrade disc I missed somewhere. I know I'm losing a footstep to come back in here, but I just gained so many. I can eat. All right, so I missed some stuff somewhere. An upgrade disc. Oh, wasn't there a chest that I didn't open? Or am I thinking of a different run? I don't remember anymore. Well, storeroom ends the run completely. I mean, the run is pretty much over anyway. Unless I get a bunch of keys, which I can get in the garage. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, if I can unlock a check room, I can get the car key and use it on the car. I'm hoping all the keys are not in the goddamn car. That would be disappointing. If all the keys from that are just in the car. Oh no, that's what it is, isn't it? No, where's the keys? Please. Oh. Hello? Oh, garage opener. Oh, if we have the car keys, we drive the car around, maybe? Or maybe the car is on top of something that we're moving it for? Shit, now I really need to get a key. I took this because the hope that there were keys in here, but Oh, I guess I can just go. Okay. I don't need the actual car keys to go, but... So, are the keys not just in the room? Oh, here they are. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so that's 3 keys that I can just grab. And then... I can just take this out? I don't know how many spots is what. Okay. So I need to go back to that massive room with all the locked doors, but it looks like I can navigate this a bit more. So this is outside the game area, I guess. Oh, is this like a free walk back to the entrance? That doesn't eat up footsteps? Oh! Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots. I don't have a shovel. Tool shed. 2 special items. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional footsteps instead of gems. Ooh, okay. I have so many footsteps. And I got those 3 locked keys. So this would save me from having... Yeah, fuck it. Hovel, we're doing it. Okay. Notice of termination. Mr. Ravine. Your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds has been greatly appreciated. Ouch. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms, in particular, has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, House Manager. Okay, so I got a lot of footsteps. I am going to have to use a bunch to get back, but that also makes it so I don't need those gems, which I don't really have, so it'd be hard to balance gems and keys and yada yada yada, but now I have the keys. Ooh, Westgate is permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Hey. Okay. So I can literally now start the day by... It puts me in the room. I can literally turn around, walk out here, go there, and it takes me to the garage? Or I can't open the garage from the outside unless I can? Also, where does this take me then? It will tell me if it's going to end the day on me, right? True, it did take some steps. Okay, that's locked. Oh, there's the bird. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth by your great uncle, you will not allow to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite for the night. Okay. Also, hey, it's the bluebird with the bathing suit. That was in the one room. And that's probably another entrance somewhere. Okay. Good to know. All right, back in the front. We now need to go up from here. All right. Yeah, pantry. Billiard. Super locked room doors. All right, so. Did me hitting all those switches open this up? It did not. Okay. If I open this, will that change what room is beyond this? I don't know. But I've got 3 keys, so I guess I will figure out how it works. Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. You can't... There's no additional go places. All right. All right. My hypothesis of being able to change the room past here has been defeated. True. It would have been faster going from the garage. Drawing room. This is going to eat 3 steps if I go inside. Yeah, it was a good idea, and if it worked out, it would have been sick. Okay. If I draft any more of these, it doesn't matter. I don't have enough footsteps really anyway. The door would connect it. This would eat up a lot more footsteps, but would also let me go down and explore more of the house. So we'll choose that for now, but we're not going to use it. We'll use this, which will eat the footsteps. Or did it already eat the footsteps? Oh, it ate the footsteps, just me choosing it. Locked. Alright, well. Is this one locked? Going into it this way? Damn, alright. Ooh, rumpus room. It's gonna eat more footsteps, but I haven't chosen it yet. And I don't have anything to freeze. Now, I could just dark room it and RNG what goes down. But, fuck it. We're almost out of steps anyway. Plus, I've never been here. Triggers, backgammon.
Meet Zoltar will tell you your future. You there, do you wish to know what lies in the great beyond? What destiny has in store for you? Contact Zoltar.
There's one of those down by the bulwark near me. Is it telling me treasure? So, is this saying if I can create a path that goes directly to that spot, I can get treasure? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I can find some way of getting to this room, or do I have to literally go from here to get there? Well, I can try finding out. Also, hey, Zoltar. Oh, sorry, you're not. It's not Zoltar. It's Elzara. Tell me what you got.
as it was foretold. I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Okay, did not expect it to go to this.
Becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find.
He found the 47th room.
I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Okay.
I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir.
So it's not made out of
I
cloth.
see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching
Ooh,
for, yet
okay.
will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters.
So am I literally going to have to go out onto the
What
beach?
you have heard here has been foreseen.
Cool. Alright, this is a pretty sick room.
Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Alright, that was pretty fucking sick. Alright, courtyard is free and takes me anywhere I want to go. Yes. Alright, so I wish I had a shovel again. Alright, so this is where it marked treasure. Now, I don't know if you have to go a specific path, but no, no, no. Oh, no. A storeroom. Yes. Take the coin. Take the key. And take the gem. Okay. Scam overdone. Yeah, let's find out. Is the treasure still in there or not? Oh. I don't have enough footsteps to get back to the garage with the car. I can't use the car keys in the car. I can't get back to it in time. Alright, well, East Wing Hall it is then. However, is there treasure here? This looks like the spot. Now to find something to dig with. I don't want to grab the key because if I grab it now, I'm going to have to store it again. Because once I take it, it's gone. So I'm keeping it stored until I can hopefully find that room to need it. Well, I've got 2 steps left, which means I can only really enter one room. Unless I get bonus footsteps. Down. Boudoir, lavatory, patio. Nope. I was hoping one of these would be a whatchamacallit. I was hoping one of these would be a bedroom. Maybe the boudoir has a piece of food in there for me. Yeah, too bad once I got this money, I couldn't get back to the kitchen in time. Okay. So I need to find whatever it is that opens up the antechamber. I don't know what the mechanism is yet, but maybe I'll find it. I have found a bunch of other stuff. I did permanently unlock the garage. Which now I guess I need to see if I can just go around and go through the garage at any time. I mean, I wasn't expecting digging at all. Considering there was a trunk sitting there that looked like it could have something in it. And what did you expect me to do? Dig in my own house? Are you insane? Do you see any dirt to dig in? What, I'm going to detile this, my grandfather's or great uncle's, whatever the fuck he technically counted at. He said I was his grand nephew, so my great uncle. My grunkle, if you will. I did rewatch that show again like 2 years ago. It's pretty good still. Okay, well, I guess this is going to end it. Good night, everybody. I'm in the room. Okay, I'm going to do one last thing, or one last one for the day. An impressive inn. I'm going to see what happens if I just take the other path. Right off the bat. Alright, let's see. If I just go here, the question is, can I just open the garage? Also, maybe the real thing is that I get to go to this room at the start of every day. This is probably the real treasure that you're getting, right? Root cellar, rooms in your house will likely contain dig spots, trading post, items for trade, shelter. Shelter protects you from negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. There's a bomb shelter here. I can't guarantee I'll get a shovel. You know what? I want to hit the shelter. I want to see the bomb shelter. I want to see the bomb shelter. Grunkle was a prepper. No. He was buying all of Alex Jones' crappy prepper food in a can, or in a tube, or in a big blue barrel. Time lock safe. Does this unlock after a certain amount of time? Welcome to Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Time lock safe. Radiation monitor. Oh no, I'm not feeling so safe right now. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can only use any date and time as long as it is at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Okay. One of the provisions is you can't sue your own estate for radiation poisoning. P.S. If he dies from doing this, it's not my fault. You can't sue me. I'm already dead. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open. So set unlock date. So I would need to know what the date is to do this, right? And the current time. And that's not something I'm accessing from tab. So I'm just going to say back. I'm going to need to figure out the date and then a way of judging time, which I don't know when I start. Let's see. Can I just exit? Does tab tell me? It just says day 7. So my guess is I am going to need to figure out from the letter. Like, I know they've mentioned when they've sent people away and told them they're not being, they don't have to be here for a month. But I don't remember what dates those were, because then I guess you would calculate that date and then add 7 days to it. So I need to find out what the starting date was and calculate to that, and also what the starting time each day is, which there's plenty of clocks around, so I should be able to find that. I just don't know, unless there happens to be a clock sitting right here. Yep. bastards. Not even a goddamn calendar? Ooh, 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 ooh. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Remain where you are for now, given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow. The Red Guard is due tomorrow? We've agreed with your plan to have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. That I've seen. Even the security had a network mainframe, and this seems to have had it too. That I need a password to get into. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing the place I'm in now, shelter, from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. So, these three people are somewhere where they need to be able to find a radiation shelter. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. So, are there people trapped and they need to be in the shelter? Interesting. Radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted. Oh yeah, the laboratory. I haven't gone in there yet. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate, and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Take USV measurement. Okay. Is 0.11. So what this is telling me is if I go into the laboratory, I can set the radiation to 12, and that will let me instantly unlock every door in the house. Now, a big question to that is, does that unlock the antechamber? So I would need to find the shelter and the laboratory in the same run and possibly go all the way to the antechamber to get in. Or maybe this is for another door I can't open normally. Or maybe it's just to make sure that no doors are locked anymore. And that removes all keys for the run. Either way, pretty fucking cool, I gotta say. Okay. Alright, and then I also gotta figure out the time lock safe thing. So this shelter's actually got a lot of stuff going for it than just deactivating the next 3 red rooms. That's 3 more Black Widows that are not gonna happen anymore. You're welcome. Now, let's check to see. I'm going to assume this does not open if you do not open the garage door from the garage. Oh, there's not even a plank here. The game's like, fuck you. You find that garage and you like it. Alright, oh yeah, I wanted to check this. No dates. Okay. However, there is a time. It's 9, or is it 8? It just hit 9, right? Yeah. So that means you start each day at 8 a.m. Alright, that's important for that lock. For the lock safe. Now I just need to find a way of calculating the date. Alright, let us begin. Literally, the game knows I can't pass this particular room up. It's got too many good open spots. It gives a free gem. The game knows. I can get a nook. Let's get the nook. That one that says every bedroom I add adds extra steps. Might be a good one to get for getting footsteps at the end. So I can either end this side here with the storeroom. Let's do that. I can pass on other ways, even though the chapel would have been good too. Let's get some resources. Courtyard. I need a gem, but I have a gem. Or I could hallway it. I don't need to go to the right anyway. The right I know is locked, so yeah. Commissary. Don't really have the money. I would waste a gem. I wouldn't waste it, but bedroom would tilt me over here. I have so many ways of accessing that side still. I kind of don't want to. I'll blow the chapel. I negate the 3 negatives of the first 3 red rooms I go into anyway. So this chapel will not cost me money. It just gives me more decisions. The parlor is gems. And the pantry gets me stuck anyway. I wonder how many ones of these are before they start repeating. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. Okay, so one of these has to be wrong. The gems are in the white box. This has to be false then, right? Statements with the word white are always true. So, is that saying statements with the word white are always false? The statement on the white box is true. Which that could be false, which means that would be true. The gems are in the white box. It would suggest that oh, first off, let me get the key. Okay. But this would mean that they're always false, and that has the word white on it, so it would not be in the white box. But they can't all be false. Or is this box true, but it's being made false? No, that would go against the rules. All right. So the way I just did it, they would all be false then. Or these would, like, if this is true, statements with white are always true, that would make all of these boxes true. Which they can't be, because there has to be one false one. So this has to be false then, correct? Because if this is true, then none of these can be false. So, yeah, statements with the word white are always true. So this box has to be false. Statements with the word statements with the word white are always false then. So that would mean that this is statements on the white box is true. So this is lying? Ooh, this one's hard. I'm having hard wrapping my brain around this particular one. Gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. Every single box has white on it, which means they'd all be correct. And one of them has to be a liar. So the only one that it could be is the white box. But then that would mean that everything with white is false, which means that all of these would be lying. So maybe there's a leap in here that I'm not seeing, or maybe I'm assuming something that's not meant to be assumed. Like maybe a different word changes. So if the black was false, the statement on the white box is true, which means the statement on the white box is false. So if this is false, statements with the word white are always true. Yeah, I'm actually unsure on this one. I've been pretty on point the last bunch. Well, all of them so far, but this one is... I'm missing something, I guess. Statements with the word white are always true. Don't know. Fuck it. Yeah. It makes it feel like white keeps making both of them always wrong. Unless the blue box is just true. Hey, okay. So the blue box was just true. This was just bullshitting around, and this one was in fact just true. So this was true, but I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Corridor is always left unlocked. 10 steps. I'll spend the 2 gems for a greater chance at finding green. Hey, the shovel! Where were you last game when I needed you? I got a rock! Not worth picking up. Bullshit, I'm picking this rock up. I'm not gonna listen to you. Oh. Coin. Where's the pantry? Bedroom. Whenever you walk in it, you get an extra 2 footsteps. I'm gonna need some footsteps, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have to walk back through this room again at some point. So, let's get a bedroom. Gymnasium is canceled out. It gives me a lot of places to go. I've never unlocked the pool. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. It doesn't let me go up, though. This does, and negates the bad things. I can do this one more time. Oh, a key card. Okay, I'm going to need to either get a key card or find a power room to turn that off. Drawing room, billiard room. Wow. Wow. All these options and none of them lead me out? Gross. Fine. Give me a banana and some money. Alright, see? Well, at least I get my 2 footsteps. It was a very good choice of a room. And now yeah, chapel. And then I guess we try to go up from here. Workshop. Combine items. Ooh, I can combine a rock with things. The commissary. Alright, this will get me through further. So let's do the workshop for now. I don't want to combine anything yet. This I've gotten the first bit, but I haven't found any more of those tablets. The true box does not always contain... Yeah, I knew that already. Ooh. 10 steps, or do I just end this? If I get a key card in the closet. Yeah. A reroll dice. And the metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and money. All right. Metal detector and the shovel. Detector shovel. All right, I'm in. What do we do? What do we get? As long as it still lets me shovel things. Detector shovel. Greater chance at finding money and keys. Much greater chance of finding money and keys while digging. Cool. All right. Yeah, we got to go down. And then we'll try the hallway. So, corridor leads us the only direction we really want to go. The dark room, I don't think getting this yet is a good idea. So we'll just do the corridor. It's always left unlocked. I don't have to worry about a secret. Aha! Ah, sneaky key. Alright, I'm really glad I found this then. So, commissary takes me down. If I did the utility closet now, I would have to put all my eggs in the basket of the entrance hall, taking me completely around the corner going up. The commissary would just take me down. And the guest bedroom would just be the steps. So my question is, do I re-roll now? Or do I just take the breaker room to try to turn off? If I find the security room, I can turn off all security doors. Let's give it a shot. We're going to do a gamble. Garage on. Key card system will turn off for now. I'll have to turn this back on if I do actually find a key card. Okay, so I still don't know what that does, but hey ho, what do you know? I've done it. Alright, so we're going to put all of our eggs in the basket. Of this door. I have one reroll in case it tries to fuck me. The mail room. I could. Alright, so I have to re-roll if I want to continue doing something today. However, I don't know what's in the mailroom that you get from this. However, I assume this will always be delivered. It's never going to go away until I actually get it. So if I don't go into the mailroom now, if I get the mailroom on a different run, I can just still pick it up. That's my guess. If I pick it up now, I might lose it, right? Because you don't get to keep items every new day. So leaving it in the mailroom is probably the best option. I don't know. Unless you open the mailroom and it's a key card. But none of these options let me go the way I want to go. So I can either continue the day or end the day and just get the mailroom. I'm going to try continuing the day. Hey, courtroom. Well, first of all, we got plenty of things here. Got a nail. Not worth picking up. Boo. Coins. Oh, the coin on the floor. Alright, that I can open up with a key later if I don't have anything else to do. Alright. Kitchen. Hey, the pool. It's back. Oh, I don't have a gem. Oh, and I must select now. Alright, damn. Spare room it is then. Patio locks me. Nursery locks me. It all locks me. Ah, damn. Alright. Run ended anyway. Unless green rooms have a higher chance at having dig spots. Oh, but I don't have a gem for it. Shit. So unless there's a key card in here, which I did find one before, but nope, it's the gem that I needed earlier. Womp womp. Alright, so the real question is, would I have succeeded if I just spent the key? If I just used the key, would I have succeeded? Nope. It's... Oh, wait. It's a lockpick. Yeah, no. I don't need to pick locks. I needed a gem. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I do not have a key card to get to the gymnasium, and I have not found the security room to turn the power off. I did, however, maybe this works this way. I did turn the power on to the garage. Tomato soup for red rooms. I do have a couple of red rooms. Club sandwich is 15. That's 10, so it's not as much, but it's fine. Since I turned the power on for the garage, can I just go around this way and open the garage? The last time there was a plank I couldn't go around, so maybe that's what's locking me out of here. But let's see. Is the plank back? It is not back. Okay. So you have to go through, you have to open the garage for that plank to be there and to do everything else. You can't cheese and go through the plank. However, you can do this before every run, which is neat. And find out what's locked out on the grounds. All right. And that will be it for today then. And not just today, for the literal day today. We're going to call it a day. Call it. A charming cottage. I should check outside to see if there's anything to shovel, but it's too late now. I'm gonna save and quit. Alright, so yeah, that's the blueprints. I'm really having a lot of fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun with this indeed. I'll definitely be back tomorrow and Wednesday doing this. I've had Thursdays free for a while, but I keep just not doing things on Thursday, and this Thursday's probably not going to be different. Since I have to, my parents are having their a part of the floor ripped up because there's a pipe that has a big clog in it, and the only way for them to get to it is rip up some of the floor. So I'm gonna have to go down to their house to watch over while they do the work. So I might not be streaming on Thursday, but definitely I'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday streaming more of this. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I liked it a lot. So I'll definitely be doing more. And then sometime on maybe next Sunday or something like that, I'll squeeze in and do a little bit more Etrian Odyssey. I just needed a bit of a break from it since it's pretty much done. It's just in post game, and I wanted to try something new. And I'm really glad I did it because this is fun. It's really been fun and cool, interesting, and hopefully I can find more things what I'm looking for and keep doing more runs. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, and I didn't see this. Thank you for the resub, Titan. I mean Stormpike.